the details of the slots of Apraxia awareness event. Hey Gail, let's see what you have to say. I will watch on Roku tonight to learn about your condition. Stay well then. Until then, Gail, nice to see you. Well, as we wait for some people to come on in, I'm just going to talk about my day a little bit. Today was kind of a strange day because I was like talking to somebody who I thought was an acquaintance, and the next thing I know, when I said that, hey, I'm on bipolar medications, they gave me the strangest stare. So honestly, it was kind of a little painfully uncomfortable, and it actually made me a little bit nervous. So that's kind of a little snippet of my day. I'm also, as we wait for some more people to come on in, I'm working on a new book which is relevant to this event, called I Do Not Feel Smart Because I Cannot Speak Well. This book is about a girl named, a non-binary character named Taylor, who's trying to reconcile with the fact that she struggles to speak. So it reads, the first page reads, hello, my name is Taylor, and I struggle to talk. I have oral motor apraxia. It is a speech disability. So if you're seeing this, please let me know if you can see and hear me in the chat. Hey, Alright Fire SD, nice to see you. We're just waiting for a few more people to show up before we start answering people's questions about the Slots of Apraxia event, which is happening January 23rd, not 23rd, correction, 21st. And I know that slot system, she already has a 30-minute spot. She's going to go live at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, her time. And in the book it says, my mouth struggles with translating thoughts into words. They all get jammed up. So that's what usually happens when I try speaking, is all my words literally get jammed up. So our very first question is, how long will, for those who are joining, who wish to participate in the event, someone did ask, hey, how long are we going to be going live from? Each live stream slot will last 30 minutes, and if you wish to participate in the event, please email me at itsaslotmachine@gmail.com. No spaces, no apostrophes, just one long string of letters at gmail.com. And also, you can message me on my Facebook page, Simon Cleef, SIMON space CLEATH, Simon Cleef. So that's where you can message me. And also, that's like how you can participate too. Alright, so another person did ask me before the stream started, what can we do during your live streams? You can do whatever you like. You can play slot machines, you can walk, you can talk, you can cook, you can hang out with your pets, even do a puzzle, or just anything you like, because I just really enjoy variety, and variety really does make my day. It does not have to be at the casino at all. And also, somebody did ask, why did you decide on to host this event? I decided to host this event because I am apraxic, meaning that my mind has a really hard time forming words, which actually leads into the next question. What is the main mission and goal of this event? The goal of this event is to bring acceptance to the very fact that someone's intellect does not directly tie to the ability to articulate. Like, for example, when I was in middle school, my people often judged me because I really struggled to articulate, and by my inability to articulate, people automatically assumed that I cannot do math, or that I was not very good at just about anything. So I actively got excluded from group projects, and I always ended up with the person, hey Robert, nice to see you. I always ended up with the person who went to the bathroom at just the wrong moment, or the person who did not feel adequate enough to join any other group, which is like really sad within itself. And that speaks volumes about the school system. So that's like what usually happened in middle school, is that people automatically assume because I cannot speak very easily that I was unfit to join the group, and that I was just like in general a very unfit and unintelligent student. So that's like what the main message of this event is, and that's why I really hope to be emphasizing it in every live stream. Also, absolutely huge shout out to Slot System for helping me behind the scenes of this event. Hey Dennis, nice to see you. All the best for 2023. Thank you so much. 2023 has been kind of a crazy year already. I already started in the psych world. I'm now on bipolar medications, and I just really hope that the year goes better. I am also seeking out a formal autistic diagnosis. Hopefully I can get the travel intact and just get everything together so I can be formally diagnosed as an autistic adult, so that I can have access to disability and many more supports. Thank you so much, Kev133, for God bless you too. And awesome. All by ST says, exactly, you're smart AF. I love hearing you, and I consider you to be my friend. I hope to meet you one day. Oh, I hope to meet you one day. Virtual hugs to everybody. Oh, hugs. Oh, thank you. So that's like my situation. In 2023, I really hope to go to Kino Nation, because even though there's this stereotype around poverty, especially when it comes to poverty in the United States, there is this notion that if you're poor, it is a punishment. In reality, if you're poor, you have the very right to treat yourself to steaks, lobsters, and travel whenever you have the resources and whenever you take care of your bills and responsibilities first. Hey Basti, nice to see you. So we're just kind of covering everyday life and just touching on the event that I'm hosting. The event, I not really mind how long the lineup is. The lineup can be from 2 channels, me and Slot Sister, and actually 3 people, all the way to as many people as we can fit into a single day. Slot Sister is going live at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, followed by, I'm sorry I'm forgetting the name, followed by Lucky Lady Slots at 7 p.m. And I think I'll be kicking off the event sometime in the morning. Not sure when exactly, but it's going to be a really fun, epic day of Apraxia awareness and acceptance. So going back to the poverty thing, I'll be going to Kino Nation from April 13th to 17th, and what I'll be doing is I'll make sure that I have my my bills taken care of, rent taken care of, and everything taken care of before I even fully confirm my tickets, because I do want to still hold myself financially accountable. So going back to Apraxia, and I'm kind of all over the place right now. Is another question is, somebody just asked, how do you participate in your event? You can participate in this event if you enjoy live streaming, or if you just like somebody who wants to help promote, who wants to help spread acceptance about having a speech disability and how a speech disability impacts somebody in society. It can even be, you can even just talk in front of the camera for 30 minutes, and you can do whatever you please. It can be, as once again I did say, that you can talk, you can cook, you can even clean your entire house, or do something that you feel empowering and uplifting. It does not have to be a slot machine at all. Even though it has slots in the title, it rhymes with the word lots. So we got slots of Apraxia awareness. Also, all by SD says, I see things first. Oh, thank you so much. I definitely learned a lot of responsibility once I moved out on my own, and how to hold myself accountable. Hey Kenneth, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much, Robert. Love you too. So another person who was asking me questions before this live stream asked, do you need to be a Apraxia to participate? No way, Jose. You do not need to have any disability to participate, because you do not have to disclose anything, because that is a private information, and you do not have to disclose anything you feel uncomfortable with. So you don't need to have apraxia or anything. That was a really good question. And somebody also asked, are we donating any money? And if so, where are we donating the money to? This event is not set up for donations, and we're not donating any money to anywhere. Each content creator who goes live will keep all the ad revenue and super chat revenue. This includes myself, and I know that money is a very touchy subject. But because of the way the event is set up, we will not be donating to any charity at all. However, next year, if I do this event as taken from Big Easy slots, I would definitely have a way to set it up so that we can do donations to one of the Apraxia foundations. I'm not sure which foundations will be active in 2024, but we'll wait and see. And we'll definitely be doing donations next year when I get things more organized. This year is my very first time doing an event, and I just wanted to focus on one thing at a time to make sure that I can maintain that each component of the event goes well before I start adding things onto it and before things start going over my head. So somebody else did ask, how did you come up with the name for this event? I came up with this name for this event because I am Apraxia, as I mentioned earlier. And I just really wanted to combine my special interest because I'm also autistic. My special interest is slot machines, and my other interest is advocacy. So I wanted to combine the two things together to make an event. I came up with this event back in November. However, I was supposed to promote it during New Year's Eve, and that's when I ended up in the psych world. And yes, I do say the word psych world because I do want to destigmatize mental health, and usually whenever I say psych ward, people do cringe, which actually makes me very uncomfortable because I'm saying things as they are rather than trying to beat around the bush. Mental health is just as important as physical health because your mind is an organ in your body, and if your mind and for me, if I broke my wrist, I'd be going to hospital. But very often, if I'm feeling very stressed, emotionally distraught, I wait until it is too late to seek mental health care, because that's unfortunately how most societies are set up, is to push people to the breaking points until the mental health goes down. So does anybody else have any other questions? Or do you want to just have a chat and conversation tonight? I wanted to make sure to address all the event questions and concerns within the first 10 minutes of this stream, just for folks who are watching the replay don't have to sit through an entire hour live stream. So, anybody else have any questions or want to just chat in general? For me, I'm just kind of in a chatty mood right now. And at work today, it was actually a pretty tough day because I mostly did inventory in the beauty section, meaning that I had a bin full of 100 tiny things, and I had to put the 100 tiny things into each place, which I found beyond difficult. It was definitely mentally draining, and I also just find it people watching how the customers interact very fascinating. I'll read you the next page of my book then. All by SC says, I am so thankful that they set up a national free 988 number. I have definitely used that number multiple times this year, even in one situation when I was actively being physically abused. That's when I actually used that number, and that's when that number literally saved my life. That's why all by ST, please use it if you ever need to. I definitely be using it whenever I feel stressed, and that number, it literally saved my life. I won't go into the full story, but I was sitting content warning, physical abuse. I was sitting behind the dome, and my uncle said, not my uncle, but another family member said, was like, nobody locks the door in my house. No, but not even my ghost. And he opened the door right behind my body, and it was a really painful experience. That I was actually on the phone with 988 during that time, and I was just so glad I was talking to somebody where this all happened. Not a very fun experience at all. At least the police didn't get involved. I also share a lot more of my experiences on my Facebook page called Apraxia Story. Apraxia Story. It is on my Facebook. I know that I'm bringing up a lot of hard subjects, but that's right. Coffee is a path to victory. That uncle is not an uncle, exactly not an uncle. I am now a runaway, estranged daughter from my family. Cut my family off completely. Blocked on all social media accounts. Bye-bye, Felicia's. Even the 12 grandchildren, even my 12 cousins, bye-bye. Out of my life for good. Anybody who supports an abuser, anybody who supports somebody who mentally destroys their daughter is out of my life for good. I am an ex-daughter, and I have an ex-family. And also, thank you so much, Coffee is the Path to Victory, for becoming a channel member. Thank you so much. Sorry I didn't notice that earlier. YouTube's kind of wonky when it comes to letting me know when a new channel member has joined. And I just really wish that, another thing that I just really wish about YouTube is that to let you have a channel, is that to give you a notification every time somebody joins the membership. I know I've also been dropping the ball, which I'm really trying to pick up when it comes to memberships, because I do want to restart shoutouts, and I also just really want to and I've also been making sure to give all of you a sneak peek as promised. So going back to the family situation, I have completely disowned my family, and I know I'm going to get some flack for this, but especially in the culture I live in, where it is family first, and especially since I am adopted, there's so much praise. There's so many people who say, Simon, you should be just so thankful for your family. You should just be so thankful because they got you all the way from China. You should just be so thankful. And they would literally imply that I should be on my knees, thanking my family for my college education, my housing, my comfort, the fact that they paid for my phone bill, the fact that they paid for my food, and the fact that they paid just for about everything except for my emotional well-being. So that is why it's really hard being an adopted individual with a toxic family, especially in this especially in the country I am in, that emphasizes this gratitude towards adoption. And that's why adoption trauma is real. Adoption trauma, 100% real, 100% valid. If anybody tells you otherwise, whoop, bye-bye, Felicia. All by SD guy, that is right. Not if you're not safe and healthy, exactly. And that is right, it is so hard to leave an abuser. Because what abusers do is they lure you into the trap by being so kind, by being so nice, and in between each action of kindness, that's where the true colors show. That's where the meanness shows. The absolute meanness and the cruelest part of the personality shows. In between the sweet drops of kindness. Thank you so much, Brad230, for being here. I'm here for you too. Thank you so much. That is how abusers get away with being so cruel and so wicked to their victims. It's just by being so nice. And it's kind of like, and I use this analogy called the Little Red Riding Hood analogy. Remember in the fairy tale Little Red Riding Hood, there's a big bad wolf, and there's a gingerbread house. It is all decked out in candy. And for me, it feels like I'm in the house full of candy. Everything is so wonderful, seemingly so pretty. I have such a hard time justifying my escape. I have such a hard time justifying why I want to leave. That is why it took me 6 tries to leave my abusive family. Because each time I tried leaving, I kept getting lulled back in by the sweetness, the sweet promises of luxury and being first class, living the first class lifestyle, living the first class dream. And that is the harsh reality. So, I'm just very glad by the seventh time I made it out. I saw through the candy house facade, which is near impossible to do. I'm telling you, it is so hard. Even after reading articles upon articles about abuse, still really hard to do. I know I'm kind of not onto like a totally different tangent than the event, but I definitely had a lot on my mind today, and I still do. Thank you so much, all by SD. Your support means all your kind words. Everybody in here, in this chat, means the absolute world. I don't think I could have escaped or did what I did without all your support, or without getting validated from people in text and people who I spent like hours upon hours texting, trying to justify why I should leave and escape. I just kept out in my mind. The cog kept spinning. Pros, cons, and every time I wanted to leave or came this close to leaving, the pros outweighed the cons. Even though all the pros were all physical, materialistic, like a big house, a bougie bed, bougie lifestyle, bougie food. But meanwhile, all the cons were emotional distress, emotional neglect, stalking, harassment, and a possible lawsuit. These were all the emotional cons. Ruby Doobie is asking, where are you? I cannot say my exact location out of safety, but I would better just tell you that I'm in a very safe place and that I'm in a country that is safe. Thank you so much for asking. Coffee the path to victory says United States, Australia. I unfortunately cannot say my country or where I am exactly. Thank you so much, RBST. I do want to stay safe. Thank you so much, Coffee. But what I say is that I am in a Western country. Alright. Does anybody else have any... I am curious. I know I've been doing a lot of talking here, but how has everybody been doing and how has everybody's days been? You got me, Coffee. That now is it down from 24 time zones to 18 time zones. And also, another clue is on my Facebook page. If you go to my Facebook page called Simon Cleef, you will see the exact time zone that I posted, that I said I am going live from such and such time zone. So it narrows it down to one time zone. I know. I'm not very good at keeping secrets. I honestly, like, not very good at keeping some secrets. But if it's like a really personal secret, I know to keep it really secure and really tight, because I know how it feels to have my deepest, most intimate secrets leaked. Sometimes if it's something very exciting like a surprise party, I sometimes get so excited that I just blow it up by mistake, which I'm like really trying to get better about. RBSD says, doing okay. Just got my grandmother from the nursing home today. She is back home with me now. I'm very glad that she is back with you. And I do hope that she's doing better. I do know that nursing homes can be a very scary place, and especially the hospital system can be less than ideal. But I'm so glad that you can see your grandmother again, and I'm wishing her the very best. I honestly do wish that I could see my grandmother again, but from how things are going, I know I may never see my grandparents ever again, which honestly breaks my heart. I do. So grandparents, so family, grandparents, if you're watching this, I do miss you, and I do wish you the best. Dorian Scott says, remember Simon, live for today. You are a strong inspiration. Thank you so much. That is so right. Live for today and have a lot and just live today to the fullest if possible. Hey, lucky lady Slots, how you doing? Slot Sister did reach out to you, and I'm gonna be having you scheduled. And if you don't mind, would you like to go out to Slot Sister, because Slot Sister is going live at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and they're going to go live, and each live stream will last 30 minutes. So what would you like to do, lucky lady Slots? And I'm so excited that you get to participate in my event. Really means the world. RBSD says, keep making sure people know about 988 number and how much it has helped you too. I'll keep making sure people know about that number, and that number is an option. And I'll just keep preaching it and promoting it, especially during my event. I'll also be talking a whole lot about mental health and apraxia, along with what it's like to be an autistic individual while I play my slot machine. I do have a lot of talking points during my segment of the event, right now I'm planning on kicking off the event, even if not many people wish to participate. I do want to make this event a very special day and time for those who are able to watch and participate. And since it's my first event, I'm feeling a little nervous too about how it will go, but I've learned a whole lot from the Rhino Man Show, Gamblers Unknown, and Big Easy Slots about how to do an event, and also Slot Savvy PK too. So you've all taught me a lot. So far, the events I participated in was the Slot Slam and the Major Chaser. That's the two events I participated in, but hopefully I hope to participate in some more events too, which I'm really excited about. This is high stem, and this is what I really look like when I get really excited. And right now I'm just really excited about this event. For my segment, I will be playing my game called Ruby Slippers, because it is my very favorite WMS Blue Ball 2 game. And I might play Cafe Moolah. I'm not sure either. It's a tie. That's what I'm going to let my channel members vote on, if I should play Ruby Slippers or Cafe Moolah during my segment of the event. Alrighty, does anybody else have any more questions? Or do you think do you want to call it a night? If you have any more questions or any more comments, please let me know. If not, oh my gosh, coffee is the path to victory. I found a coral reef. belly gloss on eBay. I had to buy it for $150. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. That is such a very rare, rare game. You're so lucky to have it. I hope you get to fall on slot machine. And also, coffee is a path to victory. I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out. Yes. You had to do it. If I see coral leaf, I'm buying that glass up. Go and get it too. Thank you so much, RBSD. We love seeing you smile. Keep being awesome. Stay safe. I will definitely do. And that's so awesome. Lucky Lady Slots, thank you so much for talking to Slot Sister. I will also be in communication with you too. I had to do it. Coffee to path of victory. Yes. You did the right thing for sure. 100%. And for the slot machine glass, it is so amazing that you got hold of it. What slot machines do you have? For me, I have a 3-row double diamond slot machine, an IGT Game King, a Japanese Pachizo. Unfortunately, the 3 of them are in storage, and I do have a WMS Blue Bold, which I will be showing in my next live stream. You are so fortunate to have coral reef, the rarest of them all. I'm not sure what makes coral reef so rare. Thank you so much, Lucky Lady Slots. I have an IGT game. Oh my gosh, awesome. Coffee is a path to victory. Says, I have the IGT S Plus May 1994. It was triple cash nuts, triple sapphire. You should definitely do a video of you playing these machines. I would love watching it. And hopefully, I just love watching people play the slot machines from the house because they're so rare. You can't find them in any casino. I just love slot machines so much. I really want to, when I get slightly older. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I drove to Portland, Oregon from Seattle to buy it. It is very heavy, 250 pounds. I can imagine these slot machines weigh a ton. My double diamond was 250 pounds. My blue bolt is 300 pounds. And my Game King is 250 pounds too. They're definitely heavy slot machines. Oh my gosh, Brad. Let me know when you go to Vegas. I really hope you get to go. That must have been one heck of a drive with a giant slot machine in your car. Slot machines forever. I just absolutely love and adore slot machines. I can never get enough of them. They make my absolute day. And for slot machines, I'm curious, coffee is the path to victory. What got you into slot machines? For me, I got into slot machines after seeing an image of an IGT S2003 double diamond slot machine when I was searching up the Baytech Big Bass Reel. After seeing it in the Winter Park Resort, the Monster Reel and the Big Bass Reel from Baytech Amusement. Coffee says my mama was addicted to casinos. Yeah, it must have been pretty hard. And I know everybody says I won my biggest cash jackpot at the small casino on the reservation here in South Dakota last month. That is so awesome. What game were you playing? Coffee says, well, she was into the casinos, but I bought it to reduce her visits. That is very good of you for being very proactive and for buying her a slot machine just to reduce her visits. Very proactive of you. And I'm very proud of you. I honestly am not a gambling professional. I honestly don't have any knowledge or professional expertise in gambling addiction. Though this is coming from a place of personal opinion, and this information is not made from any medical diagnosis. Coin combo hurricane hose, 14 grand, heck yes, hallelujah, woo, awesome. Show us the power of your bonus. in G style. Woo! Awesomeness. Coffee says, I did her taxes and found out she was spending thousands at a place called Muckleshoot Casino in Alabama, Washington. That must have been both a really huge shock and very scary. If I was in the same situation, I would have been very scared too and very unsettled. But I'm just very glad. I know this word has a positive connotation to it, but I'm just very glad. Hey, Billy effing Slots, nice to see you. What's up? We're just talking about the Slots of Apraxia event. Do you have any questions? Welcome to the party. I know I was using the word glad and I know the word glad has a positive connotation, but what I'm saying here is I'm glad that you found out what was going on, and sometimes just knowing can really take the burden off your shoulders, and can really bring at least 50% of the relief to find a solution to a problem. So Billy F and Slots, we were just talking about slot machines and Slots of Apraxia. So if you would like to participate, please let me know. We got Lucky Lady Slots and Slot Sister already participating. I'm still trying to confirm with TL Slots to see if they wish to participate in this event, also known as Slots Across America, and Billy effing Slots. You're always welcome to join. It'll be a 30-minute time slot. You can do whatever you want during your live stream. Play slot machines, cook, clean, do art, or just take a walk anywhere. Anything that brings you the most joy and happiness. That's what I want you to do in your live stream. Whatever brings you the happiness. So, gambling addiction is really scary, and it's just really devastating to think about. That is why whenever I go to the casino, because I just worry that I could have a chance of developing an addiction, is I only bring $20 and $5 bills. The moment I know that my $5 bills are out, is that I am done gambling for the night. Thank you so much, RBSD. I can't wait to see the video. Woo! Billy F and Slots is asking which day is your event. My event is January 21st. It will be a Saturday day of this month, January 21st. I totally agree, Coffee, but slot machines at home are nice. They're just nice to have in the living room. I totally agree. They really do spice the house up, and they make the house just a lot. They just add the element of much needed fun in the house. So I do that's why I love having my slot machines with me, and I can't wait to have an entire dining, living room, kitchen, and garage filled with slot machines. I'm curious, Coffee, are you thinking about getting more slot machines? Brian says, we just have the games on the desktop for my grandma. If you really want to get a slot machine, I can show you where to get yourself a slot machine. maybe. Side by side, IGTS Plus. Yes, please. The more the merrier. The more slot machines you have. I hear that the more slot machines you have in your house, the luckier you are. I used to have 5 slot machines, but unfortunately, my IGT Series Plus Series M slot machine got destroyed. I was trying to take it apart, but unfortunately, the whole thing went bad, and I ruined the entire circuit board, so I had to throw it out when I was trying to leave my abusive situation. Darn, that sucks, Coffee. That really sucks. Coffee is a path to victory. That they have to be 25-year-old to be considered antique. Darn, that really sucks. By 2025, you'll be able to have an IGT S2000. Coffee to the path of victory says, what happened to the destroyed slot machine? The destroyed slot machine is currently in the landfill, from what I can tell. It was left at my first abuser's house when I was trying to escape to the house that turned out to be my second abuser. So for my first abuser, I ended up I was taking apart my Series Plus slot machine And only realized I pulled some miles. Then I realized I ruined the entire circuit board. So I had to throw it all out. That is horrible, RBSD. The trick is to just keep them very quiet and not tell anybody. That is so horrible to hear. And it's just like so twisted how certain things you cannot own your slot machines. That is so messed up what happened. My heart really aches for your friend. If my slot machines were taken, I most likely would end up having to go to the hospital again. Because that is how mentally traumatized and devastated I would be. I know that may be a trick that some trolls may try to pull on me, but yeah, that may be a trick that some trolls may try to pull on me. I'm trying not to give anybody any ideas. And yeah, it's honestly just mentally devastating to think about because I do have a personal connection to my slot machines. And I do consider them like my children. Alright, so Coffee says destroying a slot machine is like destroying an antique. They are like a sentimental appliance, definitely and they're definitely and I'm just really upset that I ruined my IGT Series M because it was definitely an antique from the 1980s. Lucky Lady Slot says it's nice to have something at home to enjoy. Definitely. Do you have your own slot machine? If so, please let me know what game it is and what it is and what model it is if you know that by chance. I do know quite a few slot channels with their own slot machines, which I find so cool. I know Albert, he has a mystical. I know Nelly, he has a mystical unicorn slot machine in his apartment. I've seen him play on live stream. Definitely, that is right. Sentiment, like it has a spirit also. My upright bluebird slot machine definitely has a sentiment and a soul to her. Her name is Willa Rose Bean, and she's the most special. She's one of the most special things I've owned. If I could only take one thing, if I ever had to move again, and I could only take, if I could only take one thing, if I had to move again, I'd even leave behind my phone because I'd take Willa with me, my slot machine. That is so cool. Lucky Lady Slot. We just sold 2 at the yard sale this summer. Way too cheap. Dang. What slot machines did you sell and what slot machines do you have? Alright, Lowell Scratcher says, did you see the new D-Lucky scam video taking advantage of Eddie? Unfortunately not. I've been really busy trying to get my mental health in order. You should make a video about it. I would definitely do an investigation. I most likely will make this video a short because I've touched a lot on D-Lucky and I know it can be a really repetitive subject. I also do have another video coming out about another slot machine guru who sells the slot machine codes. I won't be naming his name, but I just like be talking about what's going on. Touching really briefly on the D-Lucky situation. I do find the entire situation just downright disturbing, and the fact that he could be the way he's like recording and filming, he's possibly undoing years of work by the slot machine community, just to have the permission to film at the casinos. Lucky Lady Slot says, I have to go back through the pictures. It's been a while. I'll let you know. Thank you so much. I would love to see the pictures. And I really hope you get another slot machine. This is one of my as an autistic person, I do STEM. And sometimes I do rock. This is my new STEM and my new STEM chant. Slot machines, slot machines, slot machines, slot machines. Willa, 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 willa. That is so messed up. Low scratch them. Walters can't say just how messed up it is. I just can't wait to see more slot machines. The more the merrier. You can send the pictures to Simon Cleef on Facebook. I've over the months and weeks, I have learned not to mask. As an autistic person, I find that I used to just constantly mask by suppressing my stimming, my rocking, and just the fact that I do come off as socially different. But lately, I've learned the importance of just not masking, because masking is a mental drain and it does take all my energy away. But if I can just let loose and not mask, that's when I can become like my natural self and just better enjoy life. I know I might get some really weird stares, but I learned to accept the weird stares. I used to keep my mouth closed and smile constantly. Now I go like this, because that's like my natural face state. Can't wait to see some lucky lady slot machines. I'll definitely be myself 100%. Even if, no matter what trolls do, no matter what other people say, I'll just be me. Completely just be me. Yes, I am. Gail, call 1-800-NIM-NBC News to promote your own book. Woo! I'll definitely be calling NBC to see if I can get my new book promoted. And I'm still, I know it's been a low roll scratcher, but I'm still working on it, trying to report to the PayPal account. I've just been like so swamped mentally and with my mental health. I'm curious, low roll scratcher, would you be able to make a report? Because the more reports, the better. Alrighty, so anybody have any last questions? That's right, Gail. That's so true. Alright, does anybody have any last questions before we go out for tonight? Well, I do have to go back. I'm going to go back after I get off tonight. I'm going to go back and write my book again, continue my book. Alrighty, I get some rest, lucky lady slots. Thank you so much. I'll continue writing my book and continue promoting my Apraxia story Facebook and this event too. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here. Alright, Lolo Scratcher says, how much money do you make the Lucky Scam video? I'm unfortunately not very sure. I've not checked the revenue at all. Gail says, how are you feeling now, Simon? I'm actually feeling way better, yet still slightly depressed because of the aftershock of being in the hospital. And I'm honestly just like, and I'm like still adjusting to my new medications. Have a good night, coffee, and see you around. Night, night, everybody.